Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come here first to quench your thirst. I am Brooke, and I am passionate about pop culture, and up until about 2 seconds ago, I was drinking a water from Taco Bell from leftover from my dinner, but I just finished it right before we started recording, so I'm currently drinking nothing. But if I was going to be drinking something that was not already in a pre-assigned holder, I would be drinking it out of my cup mug. Cup mug, cup mug,
Yeah.
cup mug. Cup mug, cup mug, mug, mug. Panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. Ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ooh. And you and yours can get your cup mug at laundrycreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description down below. We do ship domestically here in North America and internationally, so there are no excuses unless your country is underwater, on fire, under fire, postal issues, inflation, Donald Trump is your president, etc.
Well, it is what it is. But hey, everybody, it's me, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. I'm not drinking anything because I just had dinner, and so I didn't grab anything. And now I don't know what else to say because Brooke already said everything else that I'd say. So that's it.
Well, you know what we can say? Challenge All Stars! Yay!
Woo!
AKA the only regularly good challenge franchise anymore. Challenge USA, dead. Who's she?
Don't know her. Never knew her.
Main series challenge, flop. Go away. Challenge All Stars has been consistently good for 4 seasons, and we're now on season 5. And I gotta say, as much as I love Challenge All Stars 1 and All Stars 3 specifically, the cast of All Stars 5 has me very excited.
Mm-hmm.
So it is so excited that we have decided to revive challenge coverage on the Cup TV because, I mean, let's be real. We all know the single reason why we are covering this season. But please. But there's a lot of really cool people that I really like. I am probably the challenge girly of the Cup. I'm in contention.
I would say I used to be very much a challenge girly, but then it dropped off because it kind of got a little stale. But I like the revision and I like I like what they're doing with more franchises of different shows with people coming together. So I'm liking it a lot more. So I'm back. I took a break. Now I'm back.
Exactly. But we're here, and so are a lot of previous challengers. All these previous challengers coming back for this new season of Challenge All Stars. It's Rivals, yay! Great format, love that. But also, this is the first season of the challenge to air on MTV to not feature Wes Bergman, Johnny Bananas, or CT since the Gauntlet 2. That season was 20 years ago. So this is really, it feels like new times, turning over a new leaf, even though it's a lot of old school returning players. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm ready to dive right into it. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Subscribe to this channel. We are trying very hard to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are rolling on. So we need your help. If you are a fan of the challenge and you just happen to come across this page, welcome. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to be here every week giving you all the challenge info and everything. And so we're going to be here, and we would love for you to be here and join us. You can follow us on this channel. We also have 3 other channels that you can follow us on. If you're a fan of Drag Race, you're a fan of drag, if you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, or if you're a fan of WWE, we have a channel for you. So click on the link in the description below to find out all our channels and click those and subscribe to all those channels. You can also find our audio podcast links as well, so you can check us out on the go and join our Patreon because we got a lot of great things coming your way in our Patreon. You get early access
down the pipeline coming from
absolutely. Absolutely. We get some exclusive content across all 4 channels and early access across all 4 channels. So join our Patreon. We got a lot of stuff coming your way sooner than later. So join the Patreon. There we go. I think we're ready to talk about All Stars.
I'm ready to talk about All Stars because I personally am very excited for this cast. So let's get into it, shall we?
Period.
Love this whole slideshow. So we're gonna start off with Shane and Davon.
Why would they be first? Oh my god! I don't know who made this slideshow and put them first, but
I think that's where we want them to be at the end of the season. Let's be real.
Period.
So Davon Rogers, originally from Big Brother 17, made the crossover to the challenge, I believe, on World of Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shane Landrum, Challenge OG, has been around for years. He was a Real Worlder, I believe,
Yes.
Real World, might have been Road Rules. But he was Road Rules. Okay, he was a Road Rules.
He was a Road Rulers.
And this was when they announced that it was Rivals. The first thing I said was they better have Shane and Davon on this cast. Because I personally am a pretty big fan of Final Reckoning. It's one of the more recent seasons that I actually really enjoy. Their conflicts on Final Reckoning were fantastic. We have the moment where Shane tells her, and I quote, "Girl, don't slap your hands in my face. You're pathetic." And then she then responds with, "It wasn't a point of trying to nobody over," to his face. Davon called him Geppetto in front of the entire house. Specifically, Johnny Bananas doing the little puppet thing in the background was also very entertaining. I'm thrilled.
Me too. I am beyond thrilled. Anytime you get Davon Rogers on my screen, I'm happy to see it. But the fact that they are doing this challenge as rivals with Shane, who is her biggest foe in this, who had been her biggest foe in this game, in this challenge, I'm so happy because I want to see the train wreck that is about to happen, like with them to start. But I feel like Davon is, and Shane, I think they're both gamers enough to realize I don't have to like you to work with you. I'm just trying to get this money. Davon got other outside things that she is concerned about, that she's trying to get this money. Shane, he probably broke too. So he probably needs this money as well. So Davon, like, I got a daughter to take care of. And we all know her daughter is her world, and she will do anything and everything to provide for her child. And so Davon, I think she's going to be like, you know what? I might not like you. And they might say some choice words to each other, which I hope, because that's the favorite part of them being together in the first place. But I feel like they will get to a point where they'll be like, you know what? I ain't gotta like you. We just trying to make this money. So let's go out here and do this, and then we can go our separate ways afterwards.
Really interesting thing about Shane and Davon, neither one of them have made a final before, but they have both came very close. Davon got eliminated in the purge at the end of World of the Worlds 2, right before the final. So I think the two of them together, if they can, drop their egos, which for Shane that will be very tough, but if they can drop their egos, I really could see these two doing really well. I hope they do well because Davon is probably my favorite reality TV personality in the past decade. And Shane always works with people I really like, even if I'm not a huge fan of Shane himself.
Right.
So I hope they do really well. So I'm excited to see both of them here.
Me too.
All right. Next up, we have Frank and Sam, which I was kind of stunned that Sam is here. Specifically, Frank, whatever. We kind of figured he would be back at some point soon. Sam being here, it's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
Since we've seen Sam. I believe Sam's last season might have been Battle of the Seasons. It's been a minute. So they were both originally on Real World San Diego together. And they competed together on Battle of the Seasons, which their team won Battle of the Seasons. But the ending of that, where Frank literally pushed Sam through the finish line at the end of Battle of the Seasons, because, and I quote, she can't do it on her own. I'm stunned they convinced the two of them to do this together. I'll be honest.
Me too.
Oh,
Me too. I'm just like, what? Oh, like, there's certain things that you do to me that I can forgive. And I'll be like, you know what? We can do it. And there's certain things you do to me that I will never, ever want to be in your presence again.
mm-hmm.
And it's certain things like that where you're literally putting your hands on me, pushing me, talking about I can't do something on my own. It's, ooh, I don't know. The person in me is like, no, I don't want to see this person ever again, because if I see you, I will be forced to put my hands on you because I feel like I got to get my lick back. So I don't know. Sam is a better one than me. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I fully agree. Again, I'm not a huge fan of either of them, to be 100%
Either one of
honest.
them, I'm not like
I like Frank a little bit more as a recurring personality. It's been so long since we've seen Sam that I can't really judge too heavy there. But I'm just really curious if this is going to work or not. Because historically with these rival seasons, the rivals either gel super well and they put aside all their differences and they make it to the end and then stab each other in the back.
Right.
Or it doesn't work at all. Neither one of them can drop their ego and they go out third. Frank is a very strong competitor. So I could see them going a little bit further just based off of that alone.
I'm thinking third, fourth.
That's what I'm thinking too. Well, I mean, to be fair, Frank has a lot of friends in this house, so you never really know. But it's interesting to see where this could go. I'm shocked that it's even happening, but I'm happy about it.
Me too.
All right, so moving on to our next people, Nani and Turbo. So Nani, Challenge OG, we've seen her for ages. Turbo debuted in the 30s, so he's relatively new to the scene still, even though he won his first season like a champ. Truly. But they were partners on War of the Worlds, pretty good friends at the time. And then they had a huge falling out on Ride or Dies, with Nani selected Turbo and Tomorrow to go into the elimination round after the fallout. I believe they ended up losing the elimination round. And Turbo has been pissed ever since. Now, personally, I am tired of seeing Nani Gonzalez on my screen. She has not taken a break in a hot minute. But I will admit, when she's not around Casey Clark, she is still good television. So we'll see if she's better than she was. Turbo, I don't care for. I never have. I don't dislike Turbo, but he's kind of just like a normal dude until he gets angry, and then he gets really angry, and then he loses, and then he goes home.
I mean, I think that's why I like Turbo.
That's fair.
I think that's why I like Turbo. I do. I find him to be so like a cartoon character. Like he is definitely like the Incredible Hulk in real life form. You know what I mean? He's cool, he's calm, he's collected the whole time. He's a normal, funny dude. He just, does what he does. And then somebody pisses him off and he turns into straight up Hulk. And he is unconsolable. He is angry. He is like punch wall. Like Hulk smash, like he's so mad and he cannot control himself. I find that to be so hilarious. I think it's so funny to see, and especially on this, like on a show like this, because I know it's controlled. He can't really hurt anybody. He can't hurt, they have enough producers and security around. He can't really hurt anybody. It's just funny to see people crash out in real time on television, where a point where they can't control themselves. It's just like, and he's a detriment to his own self. Like he loses every time he gets that way. So it's like, I like seeing him try to control his own anger and fight through the food. I don't know. I think I like him. I like a nice, strong, crazy man who I will never want to date him, but I would love to just see him in action. You go.
I will say this is a very strong team in
Yes.
terms of what they can do challenge-wise. We've seen it before. Turbo
Mhm.
literally won War of the Worlds, so I mean
Right.
they have experience doing well together. Question is, are they going to be able to, like we said, will they be able to patch things up and keep things together? Nani, yes. Turbo, we'll see. I
I
doubt it.
don't have
I
much
doubt it.
faith in Turbo. I don't
I
have
don't.
much faith in him being able to control himself. I don't.
Mhm.
But I would love to be surprised, Turbo. Surprise me.
Mhm. I feel you on that one. Good luck to both of you though, because I'm excited to see if this one's one of the ones I'm more excited to see happen out of the people that are on this cast. All right. So next up we have Melissa Nicole. Okay, first off,
I think that's how a lot of
they
people.
have hooked up on Challenge Vendettas. Um, and then Melissa became friends with Laurel, who is Nicole's ex, very famously Nicole's ex.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of drama there. And now they don't like each other anymore. And by that I mean Nicole doesn't like Melissa, Melissa just doesn't really care. Which is perhaps the most Melissa thing I think I have ever heard. So if you couldn't tell by the intro, I adore Melissa.
Absolutely. I love Melissa. I love Melissa so much. I don't like Nicole either. I'm not a fan of Nicole. I don't think anybody is. Too many people are fans of Nicole, but
Mhm.
Nicole is lucky in this aspect that she is with Melissa because I adore Melissa so much that I always want the best for Melissa. I always want to see her go far because I feel like she gets so far in these challenges only to lose towards the end. And I'm like, I want to see Melissa get to the finals. I want to see Melissa go very, very far in this game. I love her. I think her attitude is so great. And the fact that you said Melissa Nicole hates Melissa, and Melissa just doesn't care. That is the aura of Melissa, and I love it. I'm like, that's like one-sided beef is so funny to me.
It's so Melissa too. And like, okay, even on top of that too, Melissa and Nicole, both of them have made the final before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Melissa did very well in her final on Total Madness. I would like that noted.
Okay.
Nicole, on the other hand, every time she makes the finals, she somehow gets hurt. Like it's happened a few times, I don't say that as like a funny thing. Like she got injured like 3 or 4 times on the challenge. I hope she can keep her body together this time, because if there is ever a time for me to root for a Nicole win, it's when Melissa is on the cast.
Absolutely.
So, I
And
hope
you
you
have
do
to be her
well,
partner.
specifically so I get more Melissa on my screen. I will tolerate Nicole if I get Melissa. That's the way.
Right. Absolutely. That's how I feel about Shane. I'm tolerating Shane as long as Davon is there. If
Exactly.
you get Davon, I will tolerate Shane. Everybody
Mhm.
else, like, no.
No. Well, speaking of
This is my
Devin,
team.
this is
I'm
your
sorry.
team.
This is my team. I love Leroy
Sure.
and I like Devin. So for
Lost
the
me.
first time, here's the thing. I know Devin isn't great. He's not perfect. He has some flaws. That's why I said I love Leroy. I like Devin. But
Mhm.
that's not the case with every team. I think every team is I love one person and I don't like the other person. This is the one team that I'm like, I love Leroy and I kind of like Devin. Devin's high. He ain't too bad. I think this is a strong team, and I want Leroy to get to the finale so badly, like so badly. It's it's almost like if it's not Davon winning, I need it to be Leroy. Like that's how
Mhm.
much I want Leroy to get to the final. I think this is a good team for him, a good year for him, and I think with Devin as his partner, it should be a good like they should be a strong team.
I just don't get why they're casting
Now
pair.
I don't know what their
Because,
beef
well, I mean,
is.
the beef is there, right? Because Devin was in elimination. Leroy had the power to pick who was going against him, and he picked West, who was Devin's ally. Sure, Okay, whatever. But like Devin won that
I'm
elimination.
gonna say, did you win? So what you winning
right?
for?
So why is it not Leroy and Wes?
West,
That
right?
makes a lot of sense to me. But even on top of that, right? I have just been force-fed Devin Walker by the challenge
Yes,
for these
yes.
past like 4 years. Ever since they pivoted away from Cara Maria and they shoved Devin and Tori in my face, I've just been kind of like ew to like the entirety of the Vacation Alliance. I'm kind of over
I get it. I get it.
I adore Leroy, and he's a 6-time finalist. If he's ever gonna do it, I feel like when he has MTV's Golden Boy on his team, who they like pushing super hard, I think now is the time. But I mean, stranger things have happened. We don't know how this will turn out.
I don't want.
Devin has went home early before, so has Leroy. So we'll see. Not my team.
I want this team to do well. I need Leroy to win. He's been to the like you said finals so many times. I need him to win.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I just don't like Devin.
I understand. I get it. He is not everybody's cup of tea.
I will say I like it when he argues with Bananas because I like Bananas even less than him. So I'll be given that. So moving on to our next team, we have Katie and Veronica. Now this is like challenge OG. They have been teammates on 2 seasons of the challenge, the Gauntlet and the Inferno. Both of the times Katie was like the Road World. This is back when it was like Real World versus the Road World team, like back in the day. Katie was perceived as like the weaker link on the team. Veronica won the Lifesaver twice, sent Katie in to replace her twice. And then Katie, being the bad girl that she is, won both of those eliminations and won the season at the end of the day. So good on you, Katie. This is my team.
I hear you.
I love Katie. I love Veronica. I don't think they're going to do well, but I love Katie and Veronica. So I'm thrilled to see them both here.
I like them both, and I love seeing them here. I just don't think they're going to go far. I think very early outs for this team.
I want to be wrong. Let me be 100% clear. I want to be wrong.
Agreed.
I just don't think I am. If by some miracle Katie and Devon become really good friends, they'll not complain. So, well, the good thing for Veronica though is I honestly think she might be the single most connected player on this season.
True.
Outside of her, maybe John A. are like the only 2 people I could like debate for that. So that might help them with the social politicking. And we also don't fully know the format as of yet. So if it's not a whatever team comes in last goes into elimination, this could be good for them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be in denial over where I think they're going to end up placing, if you couldn't tell. Yeah. They're probably not going far.
That's I'm just not. I don't have a whole lot of hope. Yeah, but I like them.
I like them both. They're both great. Okay. Moving on to our next team, Sylvia and Kellyanne. This one is just petty. Like pure petty. So Challenge All Stars 3. Sylvia had a sabotage. She used it on Kellyanne. Kellyanne later on in the season got hers back and sent Sylvia into elimination. Sylvia lost the elimination, and then she told the entire house that Kellyanne was a snake. Girl, you did it to her first. I don't know.
Right
here. This is an interesting team because I think out of the teams that are like straight female players, and not straight as in like
straight as 2 women, two
women. This is one of the stronger teams. There's another team I'm looking at, and I'm like, yeah, but like these 2, they can do some real damage together.
Yeah, I think Sylvia is strong. She just had a baby 3 months prior to recording this, though. So I'm like, okay, did she do what she needs to do to get her body to bounce back to what she needs to be for challenge shape? Well, no, who knows? But Kellyanne, always strong. She's strong. And she is somebody I'm like, girl.
She's not even flexing in this picture, and you can see her bicep muscles.
Yeah, they're popping. Her abs is great. She is constantly in shape. She runs a workout program. Like this is what she does. And so she is she's strong. Is she challenge strong? Like if they make it to the finale, you can be strong, but does your body hold up against a brutal finale? I think Kellyanne can do it. I think this is a strong team. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they work together or whatever. But this is a strong team. This is one to watch, especially like you said, out of the female teams.
Yeah, there's only one other female team that I like really have my eyes on. But in terms of like, I think this team could win this season. This team, they could, and it wouldn't shock me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I'm excited to see it because I really like both. I really like Kellyanne.
Absolutely.
But all right, moving on to our next team, we have John A and Beth. Oh lordy. Okay, John A, I love you.
I love John A.
Love you, girl. Take a break. Just one season. Take a season off. Please. She's been on all 5 seasons of All Stars. I love her to death. Take a break. Just one season. Take it off. It'd be delightful. But I think she was on 4. Was she on 4? Let me double check if she was on 4. Because I know she was on 1, 2, and 3 because she won all 3 of them. You know what? I'm going to have to issue an apology, John A. You were not on All Stars 4. I am so sorry.
She
took on USA 2. That's what it was. Okay.
She took a break.
Yeah. Just take your break. But John A and Beth, this is not as old school as some people may think.
No.
But Beth does not like John A. She has made that abundantly clear. Beth does not like John A.
And guess what? John A does not like Beth.
John A does not like Beth, and they have both made that abundantly clear. But they were voted into elimination. Well, John A was voted into elimination on All Stars 3. She called out Beth. And then Beth quit midway through the elimination. Probably the most memorable part of All Stars 3 for me. I say that with love because I like All Stars 3. But it's really interesting to see them here together.
I mean, was that before?
This is not going to work.
I was say, was that before or after Beth said John A's husband cheated on her?
Oh no, this is after Beth said that John A cheated on her husband.
Cheated on her husband
with MJ.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well. I'm just gonna lay that out now. This will not end well.
I just remember that thing I was talking about earlier about lines that you cross and I can't come back from. Mm-hmm. When you accuse me of cheating on my husband with someone on national television when I did not, yeah, baby girl, we cannot come back from that. There's no forgiving and forgetting. It's like, when I see you next time, it's on site. Next time I see you, it's on site because now you have like came after my character. So yeah, we got problems. We got beef. I don't think this is gonna end well. If it was me, it definitely wouldn't end well. I would be right in the middle of a challenge when she's doing so good. She's like, come on, let's go. And then I quit like her. I'm like, don't feel like it. Like, you don't like quitting, huh?
John A, multiple time champion. Beth is a former finalist. So we'll see. This will not end well, but we'll see. Because this is one of like 3 rivalries on the season that I'm like, oh no, you two just hate each other. Like there is no coming back. But we'll see how it turns out. But next up after them, we have Big T. My girl, Big T.
Love Big T.
Corey, who I don't care for.
I love Big T.
Big T's my girl. Big T will always be my girl. And seeing her on this cast when it got announced, I've lost my mind. Because I have not gotten enough Big T content these past few seasons because she should have been on season 40 and she wasn't. Because she's one of the biggest faces of this franchise from the 30s. I'm so happy she's here. Corey, whatever. If Big T had to have a partner, this is fine.
Here's my thing. I root for everybody black. So it doesn't really matter who. I'm very happy for Big T. I love Big T. Glad she's here. Don't know a whole lot about Corey, but what I've seen from Corey, it's fine. It's whatever. So I'm rooting for this team hard down. Go Big T and Corey. Big TC, do it. Eat it up. Bam. Work.
So the two of them were friends and allies coming into battle for a new champion. Corey then claimed to Big T, to her face, that he was using her game information against her in that house. This then resulted in Big T becoming the primary target in battle for a new champion. And then Big T ultimately got sent home way too early. But Big T was kind of hurt by that personally.
Yeah.
And she didn't accept his apology at the reunion. It's been about a year and a half. We'll see if, time heals that wound. But I don't have hopes for that one, honestly.
Nope. Because once you use me, I never trust you again. Sorry. Exactly. So there's that.
But we've seen Big T do some really crazy things on the challenge. Corey is a former finalist, so I would love to see the two of them go far, just because it means I get more Big T content on my screen. But I'm excited for this. I think this could be a pairing that could mend the fence pretty quickly. So next up we have Ashley K and Dario. Ashley K, they are exes. I think they met on Invasion of the Champions, started dating, and they have not talked to each other in 6 years.
He just gives me douche vibes. I don't know what it is. He gives me douche vibes. I don't know that this team. This is the newest team for me that I don't know. I don't know either one of these people, so I'm kind of just like, okay. But from what I've seen in like trailers and things, and what people like, I feel like he's a douche, and it is what it is. His vibe, his aura is giving me douchebag. So whatever he did to Ashley, he did it. So he did it. Like, the reason they broke up is his fault. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't even know why, but it's his fault. And if I was her, I wouldn't forgive him. But that's just me.
So, Ashley Kelsey, importantly, former challenge champ Ashley Kelsey. She's on the winning team, Battle of the Seasons. This is only her 4th season, but she's a remarkably strong player. She's did pretty well on Invasion, which she came in as a champion. And this is her first appearance on All Stars. Dario, on the other hand, I don't like Dario. I never have liked Dario. That will not change. And as much as I love Ashley, I think I might like Dario more, like just like Dario more than I like Ashley, and that's saying something. I hope that Ashley does well. I hope there's an opportunity for her to lose Dario at some point and get a better partner, because I really hate that man. But yeah, I'm fully with you. I blame Dario for whatever went wrong between the two of them. I don't even know the circumstances.
I don't know the circumstances.
On him, and I would still blame Dario.
I blame him.
Exactly.
I blame him.
Yeah, this could be a team that could do okay. I don't see them going particularly far, mainly because Dario is kind of a hindrance to this team's success, to be honest. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
Me too. We'll see what happens.
I can't escape this man.
There is no escaping Fessy at this point. But one thing is, he is strong. He is strong. And she is strong. This is a strong team right here. We have a winner. Didn't Fessy win too?
No, he is.
Oh, he hasn't won yet. He's gotten to the finals a few times.
He's a choker. He's a final choker. But, Amber B and Fessy. Challenge champion Amber B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both originally from Big Brother. Amber on Big Brother 16, Fessy on Big Brother 20. Amber won her debut.
Yep.
Like the queen she is.
Fessy
has made the finals several times, but has never quite clinched a championship just yet. They were allies kind of on Double Agents. And then Fessy sent Amber into elimination on Spies, Lies, and Allies. Boo! Boo! I love Amber.
I mean, I think Fessy just went back into his old ways on how he played Big Brother, just sending in your allies into the
Scotty.
Poor Scotty. Just
he did nothing wrong.
Nothing. But it's just I don't know. Fessy's not the smartest tool in the shed, but maybe with the guidance of a queen like Amber is, maybe Fessy can get to a finale and actually win it instead of choking in it. I mean, the queen has done it, so she knows how to get it done. But sometimes when you want to get something done, you call in a woman.
True. Fessy's big problem has always been he doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
Nope.
At least on the challenge. That's been his problem. Amber does know when to shut her mouth. I am worried he is going to get her into trouble.
He probably would. Yeah,
I love Amber, though. I have loved her ever since Caleb's baby ass on Big Brother 16 happened. Amber deserves the world. I am so happy they keep calling her back because she deserves to come back on these shows after what happened to her on Big Brother. So, I hope that Fessy maybe listens to Amber. I doubt it will happen, to be honest, because he's that kind of man. But personally, I'm excited to see both of them here. I'm excited to see Amber here. All right, move on. Next up, we have Anissa and Ashley Mitchell. Excuse me, Millionaire Mitchell. Ashley Millionaire Mitchell making her return to the franchise. It has been a few years since we have seen Ashley. This is my girl. I love you. Don't particularly care for Anissa anymore. I used to like her a lot. And then the Vacation Alliance happened and ruined like 4 good seasons of the challenge. So, but their beef is kind of aged a bit off the show. This is the only one I believe that's really happened off the show, outside of Ashley K and Daria, of course. So there's this lovely thing called Challenge Mania. It's like these fan events where people show up, and it's like a meet and greet with challenge people. And Anissa trashed Ashley at a Challenge Mania event. It was then posted on Twitter. Ashley responded, and so it goes. This is this is a team that has the potential for Ashley to carry Anissa on her back. Ashley is one of the strongest competitors we have ever had in the challenge. Anissa used to be an incredibly strong competitor, but these past 5 or 6 seasons, she has not been doing particularly well. I don't have a lot of faith in this team, mainly because I don't know if Ashley is able to pull off that strong of a carry job. Personally, I would like to see it. Maybe Anissa is going to do better this season, but I don't know. I don't buy it personally.
I don't like this team. I don't like this team. I'm not a fan of Ashley. I'm not a fan of Anissa. I think both of them need to go. They've done enough. We've seen them enough. You can go. You can both go. Bye. It'll be perfectly fine without you. I'm just not. It's just I fully supported Ashley in all of her decisions. Well, not all, but her decision to take the money from Hunter. I was like, yes, absolutely, as you should. Queens need to stay queens and remember to do what you do queenly things when you don't get disrespected by any man for anything, no matter what they do for you. But I fully supported her and had her back on that. It's other things she said and done, and I'm like, oh. And then she ruins it. Not a fan. Anissa, I feel like she's just past her. It's time's up. Hang it up. Go do something else. Figure out a life outside of the challenge, because baby girl, you just don't have it anymore. I'm just not a fan. I hope they go early.
I think they probably will. unfortunately, because I do really like Ashley personally. But I mean, it is what it is with these two. I really think that if anybody can push Anissa to be old Anissa on the challenge anymore, it would be Ashley. Because I don't think Anissa wants to hear that she got carried by Ashley.
Hmm.
All right. Adam and Steve. The jokes write themselves.
Not Adam and Steve. Because God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Well, apparently God did
apparently
make
the
Adam and
challenge
Steve.
says we made Adam and Steve. Period.
So Adam and Steve, they are, I believe, Adam and Steve were both on Real World Road Rules the Quest. They were, okay. And Adam sent Steve into the first elimination on All Stars 4. And then after Steve came back into the house and he had the option to steal somebody's star, he stole Adam's star. So
as he should have.
They have a long history between the two of them. Again, this is one of those teams I'm like, wow, okay, you got them both to agree to this. That's insane. I personally do not dislike either of these guys. My problem is outside of All Stars 4, I don't really have a lot of recent frame for either of them.
Right.
Again, I have no issues with them. But Steve was the highest placing guy on All Stars 4.
Mm-hmm.
He did very well. And then Adam got eliminated right before the final on All Stars 4. So I could see this team being very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is probably the team that I feel the most confident in success-wise. Like, on paper, this is the team that's like,
Right.
Like, if I see these two in elimination, I'm immediately like, Leroy Devin, you want to go in here instead? Like,
right. Yeah, I don't have a lot of like knowledge of them, but they do seem strong. This is a team who you want to watch out for, and if you can get them out early, you should do that to better your chances. But I'm excited to see what they can do. I'm excited to see if their rivalry still will hinder them, or will they suck it up and do what they got to do. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens with them.
I am too. I'm really curious to see where this goes. Like I've said several times. But now we have officially, that is all of our teams on this season of the Challenge All-Stars. Lana, are you excited about the season? Because I'm personally pretty excited about it.
I'm very excited about it. I am. I like the people on the show, even the people I don't particularly care for. I can see why they're there, and I understand the strengths. And I'm like, I might not like you, but you strong as AF. So it's going to be interesting to see what you do.
So we hadn't even discussed this. Are we drafting today? Because there are 14. There are 14 teams, and that does divide evenly by 2. So we
could honestly draft with the 2 of us, and I wouldn't be mad at it. Okay. Now, are we drafting each individual person?
Drafting teams.
We're drafting teams.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently they're staying together the entire season. Is the alleged, because they always have on rivals. So if they end up splitting up, well, we just drafted both halves of the same team. Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna do heads or tails on Siri, and I'll show the results on screen. So you call it, Lana.
Jeez. Okay. Oh, I'm going to. Oh, you're waiting for me.
Yeah.
Heads.
Heads or tails? It's tails.
Period.
Okay. So that means I get to pick first. And I am gonna go. I don't want to be mean to you. I'm gonna let you have. I want her so bad though.
You do what you gotta do.
Okay, here's the thing. I know I am either getting Davon and Shane, or Big T and Corey. Like I'm getting one or the other, and I'm not getting both. I'm gonna take Davon and Shade because I know you're about to pick Big T and Corey.
No, I'm not.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I'm not. I am going to take. I'm going to take Amber and Fessy.
Amber and Fessy. That is a pretty strong team. I cannot blame you for that one. Okay. So because they are still on the table, Big T and Corey are an option. But I am gonna not be an idiot, and I'm gonna draft Adam and Steve.
I'm going to take Leroy and Devin.
That is valid. I fully endorse this choice. Okay, now I will be taking Big T and Corey.
And I am going to take. I'm going back and forth between two teams. Mm-hmm. I hope you're writing this down because I did not.
I am keeping track.
Okay, I was like, because I didn't do it, and I should have. I'm gonna take. Yeah. Dang. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm coming.
You're fine. It's a tough decision.
It is very tough. I'm coming now. You know what? I'm gonna take Sylvia and Kellyanne.
That is valid. I like them a lot. So that's fair. Okay. I am gonna take Melissa and Nicole.
Yeah. That was where I was gonna go next if you didn't go there.
Because I love Melissa, even if I don't like Nicole.
And that is why I'm gonna take Turbo and Nani.
Okay, I'm gonna take Ashley and Anissa, I think, is who I'm gonna take.
Okay.
I know you're not gonna fight me for them, but at this point, I don't know who I'd want out of who's left.
All
so
right.
I can at least take them because I don't want them at some point.
I'm going to take Ashley and Dario.
You can have Dario.
I know. I know. I know nobody else. You don't want them.
I don't want them.
I don't want them either.
Oh wait, how are they still here? I'm taking Katie and Veronica.
So it's between Frank and Sam and
Beth and John A, Frank and Sam, and there's another team somewhere that we're missing.
Nope, that's it.
There's 4. Oh, is there only 13 teams? Okay, whatever team's left over is whatever team's left over.
Okay. Give me Frank and Sam.
Frank and Sam. Okay. So that means, are we going to share the other team or are they getting the leftovers?
The last team will be the Cup TV person.
Sounds good. This can be the whoever else joins us for for the channel will get is it John A and Beth is who's left. Okay. So our draft teams. On Team Lana, we have Amber and Fessy, Leroy and Devin, Sylvia and Kellyanne, Nani and Turbo, Ashley K and Dario, and Frank and Sam. And on Team Brooke, we have Davon and Shane, Adam and Steve. I'm not going to be able to say that with a straight face all season, I don't think. Adam and Steve, Big T and Corey, Melissa and Nicole, Ashley M and Anissa, and Katie and Veronica. And then leftovers is Johnny and Beth, not because we don't like you two, because we think you are going to argue like cats and dogs and not do well.
Right.
Yeah, so first episode of the Challenge All-Stars premieres Wednesday at 8 on MTV. It's the first season of All-Stars to be on MTV. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to be back here pretty soon after with our recap of that first episode. So to make sure you get all that, hit the subscribe button and punch that notification bell to stay notified on all of our upcoming uploads. There's going to be a lot coming. Trust me, this is a very busy time for the TV channel. And if you're into drag race, if you're into Eurovision, if you're into WWE, pro wrestling, go ahead and hit any of our channel links for those channels down below in the description. And hit the subscribe over there too, because we're awesome and we're really cool and we talk about a lot of stuff. Also, don't forget to hit your go check out our Patreon, go check out our subscription channel, and of course, buy your merch at laundriescreations.etsy.com. Link was also in the description down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, but it's time for us to head out. So bye everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.